हरि ओम श्री महागणाधिपतये नमः. Welcome to Iksha channel. Good morning to Iksha viewers. Today we will know about Chatur Ashrama Dharmas. The four Ashrama Dharmas. People of all four Varnas must follow the Ashrama Dharmas befitting to them. Our sages divided human life into four ashramas. Brahmacharyashrama, Gruhasthashrama, Vanaprasthashrama and Sannyasashrama. In the olden days, people used to celebrate Upanayana Kratu to the boys of first three Varnas, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishyas, at the age of 8 years, 10 years and 12 years respectively, and then used to send them to Gurukula for study, education. There they study for 12 to 16 years time as per their requirement or wish to study the Vedas and other befitting laws, Shastras. After completing the education, the Guru celebrates closing ceremony called Snatakotsava and gives them pattas, the degree certificates, and then permits them to go home and enter into Gruhasthashrama after getting married to a suitable girl. So mostly all Brahmin boys get their Upanayanam done either at the age of 5 or Garbhastami, 7th year's age, and enter into Brahmacharya Ashrama. Kalidasa Mahakavi described in Raghuvamsha Mahakavya, Shaishave Abhyasta Vidyanam Yavvane Vishayeshinam Vardhake Munivrittinam Yogenante Tanutyajam. During childhood Brahmacharya Ashrama, people must study and acquire knowledge. During youth Gruhasthashrama, they must get married and lead happy married life and give birth to children and protect the lineage, Vamsha. Accordingly, then after crossing middle age, they must undertake ascetic life, Vanaprastha, and go to the forest after celebrating the marriages of their children and seeing the first grandson or granddaughter. Then finally take Sannyasashrama through Vanaprasthashrama, meditate upon the self and with perfect knowledge leave the body through yoga marga and get liberated. So as long as people followed this Varna and Ashrama dharmic way of life, everyone in the society lived very happily with peace, contentment and harmony. When this cycle got disturbed, then only the disturbances started in the lives of all of us. We can live peacefully without mental worries when we follow our customs and traditions. Then people of each ashrama got certain duties. Srimad Bhagavatam explained the characteristics of all four ashramas. From the time of Upanayana till the marriage is celebrated, they are called as Brahmacharis. Brahmani charati iti Brahmachari. One who spends his time in education for acquiring Brahmajnana, developing virtues, following all sadachara is Brahmachari, a bachelor. The Brahmachari must wear maunji made with munja grass, then kaupina, yajnopavita, krishnajina, palasadanda, then kamandala and darbhas, etc. He must always protect his character. He must do Trikala Sanchya Vandana, worship sun god and God on three sanchas, morning, afternoon and evening. We are all Agni Aradhakas and Surya Aradhakas. They must do Sanchya Vandana, do Agni Karya and chant mantra, do Gayatri mantra japa. So every morning and evening at least they must do certainly all these three. A Brahmachari must do Guru Vandana and Devatarchana. After Upanayana, the Brahmachari is sent to Gurukula There he must behave obediently and follow the instructions of Guru, and he must oblige Guru Patni's words also. He must go to the forest and collect the holy sticks, samithas, darbhas, grass, etc. Collect the fruits, flowers, and also bring wooden sticks for cooking, kattelu as we say. He must study with utmost shraddha and concentration the vidya taught to him by Guru. Whenever he is free, he must do manana of the Vedas which he has learnt. At the beginning and closing of teachings every day, he must bow down to the feet of his Guru. If Guru asks him to go and beg the alms, bhiksha, from Gruhasthas, he must do that. Whatever he gets as bhiksha, he must, during his bhikshatana, he must give it to his Guru or Guru Patni. Whatever food they give him, he must eat that. During free times, they must recite Veda mantras taught to them earlier, all the brahmacharis. By the favor of Guru only one gets knowledge. The brahmacharis should not talk with girls. They must maintain celibacy. By conquering the sense organs, having control on them, they must increase their physical and spiritual luster, glow. They must always speak truth. Satyam vada, dharmam chara, says our Veda. They have to follow dharma. Must engage themselves in study of shastras. They should never get angry on anyone at any situation. When the education is completed at Gurukula, the master permits the Sishyas to go to their parents, to their homes. They get married and enter into Gruhasthasrama. Then onwards, the brahmacharis become Gruhasthas. Along with their dharma patnis, they must do nitya naimittika karmas, yajna yagas, and also must do Trikala Sancha Vandana, Agni Arathana, Gayatri Mantra Japa and all. Whatever duties come to them from their fathers and forefathers, they must follow them and continue them. By doing Vritti Dharmas, one must earn in straightforward way and take care of his parents, his family, and other relatives also dependents on him. He must be compassionate with everyone, honor the Atithi, Apyagatas. He must be the resort to the people of all other three ashramas, brahmacharis, vanaprasthas and sannyasis. That is why Gruhasthasrama is the best among all the four ashramas and holy ashrama also. Whenever anyone gets any doubts, they must approach Guru and must get the doubts cleared without falling in the infatuation of Eshana Traya, Dareshana, Dhaneshana, Putreshana, they say Lokeshana, etc. He must behave with self-control. He must lead his children into righteous way, Dharma Marga. Without violating Dharma, he can enjoy the life with his wife and children and relatives. And he can enjoy the status also. When his children come back from Gurukula, he must celebrate their marriages and seeing the birth of the first Pautra, he must take Vanaprasthasrama and must go to the forest along with his wife and lead ascetic life there in the hermitage, in the forest. Leaving all pleasures of Gruhasthasrama, now this couple must lead very pious life during this Vanaprasthasrama time, doing all Manasika Kratus, following the Vanaprastha life. They must eat whatever is available to them in the forest, and they must read Dharmika Granthas, do sadhana, leaving all enjoyments, wearing bark cloths, narachiras as we say. They must take their minds ready to renounce the world, recognizing the tentativeness of the world. In due course of time, When they get the real knowledge, Nitya Nitya Viveka, they develop, they recognize that what all pleasures, happinesses they are enjoying in this earth, they are all dukkha sammisritas, mixed with sorrows. They never give satisfaction, atrupti karas. Then they are bandhakatva, they bind us, and also they are limited. They are very restricted, they are relative, but never full happiness comes out of them. Then automatically their mind becomes ready to renounce the world and take sannyasa asrama, because they want to gain by that time. Their minds must have matured and they want to get Brahmajnana, and through yoga they want to get liberated. They want to become Jivan Muktas. So by that time even his wife becomes mentally prepared for that, and so she permits her husband to take sannyasa asrama, because unless the wife permits, one cannot take sannyasa asrama. Now when a person becomes sannyasi, he will no more have any attachments to any objects at all, any persons of the world at all. They move among people and society only to do the works which are beneficial to the entire mankind. To be yajyad acharati sreshtaha tattadevetaro janaka. So to be a sort of ideal to others, they do the works. So they preach dharma to the world. When the vanaprastha person recognizes that the time has come for him to leave the body, then to the sannyasa asrama person, not to vanaprastha. So now he is in sannyasa asrama. So when he recognizes that the time has come for him to leave the body and merge in universal soul with Paramatma, then through yoga marga he leaves the deha and becomes mukta purusha, and even then he may be jivan mukta. Then after leaving the body he becomes one with Paramatma and gets videha mukta also. So he must offer all the sense organs and parts of his body to the presiding deities of those parts of body mentally. That is, the eyes and eyesight should be offered to sun god, ears and hearing power to Digdevatas, gods of directions, the Vak Shakti, speaking power to Agnideva, the tongue Jihva to, that is the taste to Jaladevata, the nose and smelling power to Bhumata. Similarly, he must offer the power of his other body parts and karmendriyas to Sri Mahavishnu and Devendra. Finally, he must merge his Shvasa into Brahmadeva, leave his body, and breaking open the Sahasrara Chakra, the Jivatma must come out of the body and merge with Vishwatma and get liberated, achieving the final goal of human life. So, this is the process of human life through Cheturasramas, 4 ashramas. Those who are in Vanaprastha asrama must stay at forest only in the hermitages, studying Vedic scriptures, acquiring the knowledge, and preparing themselves to get ready to renounce the world by developing Vairagya, detachment through proper knowledge, Jnana. Viveka, Vairagya, both these two are the necessary steps for getting correct knowledge and getting liberated. So after taking sannyasa asrama, one can come in contact with society, move along with all the people, preaching them the real knowledge and knowledge of Shastras and knowledge about Godhood, and making them lead righteous dharmika way of life with morals. They must be moving from place to place, never stay much time at one place, because by if they stay for a little more time at any place and spend with somebody, he may develop unknowingly attachment towards that place or those people. So they must have self-control, of course. By that time, seeing Paramatma everywhere, must have developed Sama Darshitva. Even then The rule of sannyasi is he should never stay a long time at one place. So the moksha and bantha, these bantha mokshas are only to the upadhis and not to Atma. Paramatma, Jivatma itself is Paramatma. Jivo Brahmaiva Naparaha. Even then, as long as the that I-ness exists in the body, the ego, the feeling, Jiva, that Jiva is, because it is Paramatma, never any sort of death comes to Jiva. Jiva gets only Mukti. So the Atma is Nitya Suddha Buddha Mukta Tattva. So the sannyasi must get initiated the final verdict, Tattvamasi, by his guru, and always stay in that Atma Nishtha. Experience Brahman everywhere, realize himself as Brahman, Aham Brahmasmi, and get liberated. All of us must follow the Chatur Varna, Chaturasrama dharmas arranged by our ancient sages and get benefited by getting liberation and gaining Vishwa Shanti, that is world peace. Om Shanti 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 Swasti.